A warm welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, there aren't many ways to get away from the humdrum of life other than a good old road trip. Last week, I took a trip to Saldanha on the west coast to meet the family behind Sea Harvest and to have a look at some of the facilities that were there, and it was such a fascinating trip. This week, however, we sent our resident chef, Clem Pedro, out there, who treated them to a traditional South African snoek braai with a famous Clem twist. Take a look.
Wow, look at that. Thank you so much. It's so beautifully cleaned as well. Alta, you do not get any fresher than this. Do you eat like this every day?
In Saldanha, we spoil for fresh fish. There's hake, there's snoek and angel.
And this is definitely such a treat. I know exactly what to do with this snoek braai.
That sounds very good.
Let's get going. So how about we get started immediately? So you put some salt and pepper on this beautiful snoek for me. Great, so that's going to go for about 7 to 10 minutes. While that's going, let's start our glaze. Let me get the pan straight on the heat.
Yeah.
In with the butter. Ginger and garlic, a lot of garlic. And then let's go straight for our traditional apricot jam.
Oh, yes. And when we will add the chilies.
You can do it right now, you can go for it. So I like it quite hot, and you?
Yeah, definitely.
So just a few more ingredients. I've got some coriander that goes in. Quite a bit of that. And then just a little bit of salt and pepper. Before we turn the snoek over, I want to add some smoky flavor. So let me just pop this to the side and we can pass that. So what I've got in here, I've got some onion and I've got some oak chips that I've just soaked in some water. So I'm going to lift and just add some of this directly onto the coals to give us a beautiful smoky flavor on our snoek.
That's clever too. The onion to be in with it.
Adds quite a savory flavor as well. That just goes in.
What else can you put to the wet chips for flavor?
You could even use tea to smoke a
Oh.
snoek. And so often when we see people braai snoek, we see them adding thin slices of onion. So I've taken that notion and just mixed it with the smoked chips. So you get in that savory sweet note from the onion and then the smoke from the chips.
Wonderful. I will use that definitely.
You can go in your side. We're gonna do this together. And on 3, 2, 1.
There you
Look at that.
are.
So I'm gonna give it a squeeze of lemon and then we're gonna start basting it. Great, so you're gonna glaze that for me then, Salon. So I must ask, working for Sea Harvest, you must love seafood.
Oh, definitely.
When it comes to seafood, what is your favorite seafood?
Actually, hake. You know, hake is so versatile. You can do it in a braai, you can do it in parcels, whatever you want to do with hake.
Definitely, I must say my favorite way to have hake is deep fried and with chips.
That is nice.
So while it's busy cooking now, let's start our salad.
Oh.
So I'm gonna take some spring onions. It's gonna go with our sweet potato salad. And sweet potato and snoek is quite traditional.
Yes, definitely.
So just gonna do the white parts, nice and thin. And as we get to the green, thin it diagonally, and get more crunchy pieces, thick pieces of spring onions. So now we've got our spring onions, so now for some fresh dill. And we're not using it in our snoek, we're actually using it in our sweet potato.
Oh,
but again,
yes.
it's bringing through that signature flavor. Next, we're gonna bring some more briny and saltiness to counteract that sweetness on our glaze. I'm going to be using some capers for that. I love capers. And again, what we're going to do is just give that a chop as well. Not too fine, because you still want to taste it and create some texture. I'm going to add some of this orange sweet potato that I just roasted in the oven. Delicious squeeze of lemon, just to bring out all the flavors of those other ingredients. Of course, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And then a finishing of some salt and pepper. And that is our sweet potato salad done. Wow. So all I'm going to do, I'm actually going to serve it on the board. So just mix it all together, just like that. Now I'm just going to cut a piece of our delicious snoek. And just pull that, look how it's flaking perfectly. Ah, beautiful, beautiful fish. What do you think?
Oh, wonderful. And thank you for spending this wonderful day with us. Give us your beautiful recipes, and it was a very enjoyable day. But I guess you're heading home now.
But thanks to Sea Harvest and Saldanha, I am home.
Oh, you're welcome.
Let's dig in.
I'm so jealous. It was like so much fun, so much fun. I actually found out today that it's a what do you call it? The mackerel is made, I mean, the snook is made from like a snake mackerel, and its original name is Cythrites atun. That's his like technical name. Like, who
How
cares?
did you even remember that?
I didn't. I googled it during this little segment that we played out
You
right
would
now.
do that to some
Totally. So